This is a Headgum podcast.
We're back.
It's time. Athletic Greens presents XOXO Gossip King.
We love Athletic Greens. We love it so much, we don't even wait for commercials.
No.
Oh, my God.
But also, it's a new season, Lamar.
Season 2, bro.
Season 2. Let's get a quick recap of what you felt about season 1. We don't need to recap the episodes. We all watched them. We all talked about it. This is the recap. What did you feel about season 2?
I felt like season 1 was definitely like a good little intro into the world, set everybody up, introduced my man Carl to the world of the East Side. But I feel like not a lot of craziness happened. Like the craziest thing was the Georgina murder thing, and I'm glad that's done and over with because they really couldn't make that story last that long.
I don't want to see it.
But so now I feel like that shit's out the way. Now we finna be this. Now it's Gossip Girl. Now it's time for Gossip Girl. Real Gossip Girl shit.
Real Gossip Girl shit.
You can tell from the opening of season 2 that Gossip Girl is in her bag. The way she's talking.
Yeah.
What's her name? Who did the voice? Kristen Bell.
Yeah,
I can tell she's just found her character and shit.
Yeah.
She's like, ooh, Gossip Girl, blah, blah, blah.
She in the Hamptons with them.
Yeah.
It's season 2. I made it through a whole season of television. I watched it weekly.
I can't believe it.
I watched it in real time. I could have binged things, but I don't want to binge this. I think I would have got tired of this if I binged it.
Yeah. I like that we watch it as it comes out, as we do the podcast, because you really watch it more critically too. Yeah. Because now I'm watching it thinking about how do I feel about what I'm seeing right now?
Yeah.
How do I feel about all these white people? I don't know.
No spotted for me this week. So we'll do user spotted.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
I'm okay with that. I ain't got no spotted.
This week's spotted comes from Ernesto.
What up, Ernesto?
Me Ernesto on Instagram. He typed, I'm gendering this person, I don't know. Oh, Ernesto. Either way, they titled it, Spot It Submission. As a stay-at-home mom. Oh, see how I said?
Man, you done gendered her.
I done gendered. Okay, listen. That's why I said I corrected myself. I said they. But now I know. As a stay-at-home mom during the pandemic, I thought my spotted days were over. But today, on the way back from picking up my kid from school, we noticed that there was a film crew set up in our neighborhood. So we got to catch a glimpse of the one and only Paul Giamatti.
What? Get the fuck out of here. That's my man. I love
Shout out
Paul
to you and your
Giamatti.
children.
Yeah.
Forgive me for misgendering. Stay-at-home mom.
Oh, man. So where are they at? Did they say where they are? Where they were shooting?
They didn't say.
I wonder what movie he's shooting out there. Paul Giamatti's the shit. Shout out. That's a good spotter right there.
You like Sideways, don't you?
Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies. Yeah, with the wine, Sideways. So, that's a movie that introduced me to wine.
Yeah.
Before that, I didn't know what wine was. I was like, what the fuck are they drinking?
Why are you drinking out of this weird-ass glass?
Yeah, but I love that movie. Great film. Paul Giamatti did a great job playing Jerry Heller in the NWA
he did a
movie.
Great job doing that.
Great, like such a. I love actors like because that guy is such a slime ball, the Jerry Heller. But it's like he made you really like him. The way Paul Giamatti played.
He made you feel for him.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just trying to give these black guys a chance.
Yeah, he's a black guy.
Yeah.
Hey,
they have a
listen to
story
me.
to
These
tell.
are black guys.
They have a story.
And I'm trying to give them a chance. Listen to what they're talking about. Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Stop lying to me, Jerry. Stop bullshitting. Where the money at, Jerry?
Hey, I'll have everybody on your ass. Anti-Semitism. Jerry Heller. Yeah, he wasn't a great guy.
Not really, but
listen to what they're talking about.
Yeah, he's like he hustled the fuck out of them. And
yeah,
it's so funny because that happens to so many musicians. I mean, this is way off topic, but it is like
we've been talking about this. The music industry. They need unions.
Yeah, it's like, what is going on? Like, because I feel like I keep saying the same story. TLC, same story. NWA, same story. Like, they're like, but what they're doing is basically like signing them to a production company, and the production company is doing the deal with the label, right? Mm-hmm. So the label's like giving this guy, Jerry Heller, whatever, $1 million. And he's literally just paying these guys out of his pocket.
Yeah, and giving them here's $500.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know where money went.
Kid.
Yeah. And
insane.
And it's exploiting people who ain't never made no money before.
Right.
And so And they're also like famous, so they're reaping the benefits of being famous. Like they get to tour these countries and tour these cities and meet girls and eat and stuff like that.
And stay in hotels and stuff. And it's so what's the word? It's kind of like those student loan things we talked about.
Same thing happened to the Gap Band.
Yeah,
like Charlie Wilson talks about all those hits we had over the '80s. I didn't make no money off of them. He literally was like, I didn't make a dime in the '80s. Off my money.
Crazy. It's great when you think about how popular. Like same with Prince. Like it's like the fact that Prince didn't make that much money off Purple Rain is like crazy. But
the music industry is trash. But if any record executives are listening to this podcast, me and Lamar would love a record deal.
Yeah, please. We will sign anything. I don't
sign
even
anything.
look at
I'll sign my life away.
Just give me $500 so I can buy a new cat.
Yeah. Speaking of signing your life away, shout out to Headgum, our sponsors on this here podcast. We have signed a lifetime contract with them to watch every iteration of Gossip Girl that comes out between now and the year 2071.
Yeah, we will be literally, when global warming happens and the whole world is dried up, it's just me and Carl in a desert doing a podcast, doing a Gossip Girl podcast.
And the theme song is going to be the dude from Mad Max on the truck with the guitar.
He's playing the thing like, and then Charlize Theron is like, when are you going to, I got to spot it for you guys. I spotted a random troll.
Charlize Theron will say that.
A nuclear troll.
How are you still this fine and you ain't taken a bath in 4 years?
It's like, damn, Charlize.
But let's get into it.
Yeah.
We got our spotted out of the way. Spotted with our little odded.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, mi Ernesto. Shout out to you and your children. We glad that you got to see Paul Giamatti. Season 2. Season 2.
We're here, y'all. Season 2 opens up hot and heavy. What's the name of this episode? Do you remember?
Summertime, much to do.
Ooh, much to do.
So like so much time. Or was it summertime?
Yeah. So little time, like so much time, so little to do. Or so little time, so much to do.
I might have written it down wrong. AK-47, shout out to AK-47 and Clay behind the boards. On the ones and twos, the wheels of steel.
Yeah.
Will you tell me what this episode was called, please? I think I got it wrong.
It's like way off.
Summer Kind of Wonderful.
Oh, really? What? Much to do.
Well, I was half asleep.
Maybe you're thinking of the last episode. The finale was called Something to Do About Nothing.
Oh, much man, I mixed them both up. Summertime, much to do.
I was thinking summertime, much to do. That's like the laziest title. Like if that was the title, like, I don't know, let's call it Summertime, Much to Do. That's what we're going to call it. But yeah, I think they try to play us with the, when they opened. Did you think it was Serena?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah.
They did. They tried to get us. I was like, oh, I had to omit it from my notes. Because I was like, wait a minute, that ain't Serena. Who was this lady? We opened on Swayze, buzzing all over me. Now, that took me back.
Oh, was that Swayze?
Yeah.
I was wondering who was that. I was like, what is this song?
She said, boy, you crazy. Nah, I'm Swayze. I met her at the back. Bloody, 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 bloody.
Yeah.
That song was a jam.
I feel like that genre of music needs to come back.
Beach rap?
Yeah, like that kind of like sublime rap kind of thing. Well, yeah, maybe not. Maybe
do a whole Swayze album.
But that song was, I'd love that.
That was a jam. That was a jam back in the day.
But it was weirdly scoring that scene.
I love college.
Yeah.
I feel like that song's gonna pop up in this series.
Oh yeah, because that's gonna they're gonna go to college at some point. They have to.
I want to go to college for the rest of my life. Man, that was my freshman year of college, and that song was out.
Yeah, you're the same age as Gossip Girl.
I'm gonna say no. They're a couple years younger than me.
They are you?
I mean, well, the actors themselves are much older than me.
Right. Yeah, they old as hell. But the show is your generation.
No, the characters they would be class of 09. I was class of 07.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why can't I do this math?
Because they drink martinis.
Yeah. So that means they're a little older than you. They're a little younger. You're a little younger than them.
They're 2 years younger than me.
Oh, right, because it's sorry, I'm showing my true colors that I don't know how to do math. All right, anyway.
But they get in, it's a lady getting it in with Nate, and I thought it was Serena, but apparently it's not.
It's a lady, an older woman, too, and they're in the Hamptons, too.
Yeah, she got on her negligee.
Yeah, I didn't like this sex scene. Not like I'm trying to judge the sex scene, but it felt like it was shot weird. But
I wish I wish they had to show the iPod of him, like, that would have been really funny to me if I had wrote this episode. If I had wrote this scene.
Yeah, how would you write this?
I would have had him when they're getting hot and heavy, and she goes, turn on some music. And he picks up his old school iPod where you had to go like that and plays Swayze.
Yeah. It's like it goes that
It's a
little
sign of
scroll
the
thing
time.
when it scrolls down,
Yeah,
like
like,
Swayze. I
buzzing.
can't think, boom, find the bar. And then like if I wrote this scene, it would have been a lava lamp, and then he like, what's that lava lamp doing here? Don't worry about it. And then it falls and breaks, and there's lava everywhere. All right.
So Chuck's on the beach. He's sitting with some girl. The girl says, "Mr. Chuck, is there something you need to take care of?"
Oh man, this scene was crazy. What is going on? I thought he was in another country for a second.
Yeah, I thought
Where
it was too, but they just in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
These girls took off their shirts right while some children are sitting.
Oh really?
Yeah. Free the nipple.
Yeah, Hampton. I don't know what. Have you ever been there? The Hamptons?
I ain't never been there.
You ever been there?
Y'all been to the Hamptons?
You're from the East Coast. Huh.
No.
I
Clay,
know
you never been
nothing.
to the Hamptons? You got Hamptons written all over you.
Yeah, like literally, like how'd that get on your head? Okay. So yeah, I think
I thought
like,
it said Headgum, but it says Hamptons.
this is a Hamptons podcast. So yeah, I think Chuck, remember last time, just a recap for those who, I don't know if anybody took a week break from the season 1, but Chuck abandoned my girl Blair, and he went on a little like bender trying to like get back to his old ways. So he's fully Chuck Bassin out here in these
Yeah. He's Chuck
sandiness,
Bassin. He's Chuck Bassin. Serena walks by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Nate are together, but not together.
Yeah.
It's a sham.
Yeah,
They're
Gossip Girl was
bearding
going
for each
ham
other.
this episode. She knew everything.
Yeah.
What is going on? Like, she just was like, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, she was just really narrating. They just really feel the same.
So, Innocent, what does she call him? Lonely boy?
Lonely boy. Oh,
Lonely
yeah,
boy.
Dan in these streets now.
Dan is in the streets. He at the library or the bookstore meeting. He like talking to this chick.
Mm-hmm.
And then she leaves, and then a dude is reading from his book, and a black woman walks up to him to get her a copy of his book signed.
Right.
And that woman is Gossip Girl.
That's Gossip Girl. There's a couple Gossip Girls in this episode.
Yeah. It was a few. I was surprised at how many times they just dangling.
It's
in front
so
of us
funny.
like
You're
a
going to
carrot.
notice, Carl, like, as it sees us go, you'll be like, a lot more black people on the show. It's like they're realizing, like, man, I think because Obama got elected right
year.
around this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you feel it. It's so cool. Not cool, but it's an interesting thing to watch that transition. Like, same with when I watched 30 Rock, you could tell Obama was just elected. Like, you could just feel like black people are happy.
Yeah.
But yeah. But Dan is, what do you think? Dan is out here wilding.
Dan's in the
He's out
streets,
here wilding, making
But
out.
also, he's like, apparently
his
he's
internship?
working for this author,
Mm-hmm.
and the author's like, man, get your head out of the gals. Get your head out of the gals and get them in the books. Get your head in these books. You need to be writing your. And he's like, yes, sir. All his shirts are so wrinkled in this episode. You know?
He's really he's trying to be like he's on one, but he's really depressed as hell. Like,
Yeah, he ain't ironing his shirts. Dan loves to iron. Lil J working all summer. The black woman is going in on her. She being mean as hell.
I don't know.
What type of dress is this? That's not white. That's bone. Gives me a headache looking at this bullshit. Get this trash out of here.
She called it bone.
Yeah,
that's
not
bone
white.
marrow.
Bone
That ain't
gives
white.
me a headache.
But Jenny doing her thing. She's like, I'm trying to make it happen. I like it. I like how Jenny was just like, a go-getter.
Yeah.
That's a good version of her. A good color on her.
Yeah. She's looking good. Chuck is also. There has to be some labor laws against this. Jenny's only 15 years old.
Yeah, I guess it's just an internship though, right?
Do you get internships that young?
Man, I don't know. Yeah, it is a little weird. How old is she? Yeah, and she was mean as hell. That is so, I hate that shit. That's like that Devil Wears Prada shit where they're just like, I'm just mean for no reason. It's like, I'm gonna just humiliate you, and everything you say to me, I got a nasty thing to say back.
Yeah,
It's like, what are you preparing me for?
Yeah.
You're like, you're trying to prepare me for the world. It's like, don't be like, but Lil J wasn't letting them phase her though.
If I was Lil J, I'd be like, listen, you don't need to prepare me for the world. I got a great father.
Right, yeah.
His name is Rufus. Ever heard of him? Every
Oh, yeah.
time you walk away, just to be with you now.
Classic.
Chuck
We
getting.
should do a cover of that shit.
I know. Yeah, every time. Chuck getting prepared to meet Blair because Gossip Girl done released that she's on her way back.
Yeah.
What could have stopped her vacation from coming back so quickly? So after but he dissed her like.
Yeah.
This dude putting his suit on.
I know, he looked ridiculous. His hair looked so stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, they grew his hair out.
Mhm.
Like, is that season 2? Like,
yeah.
we're going to change up the look just a little
Yeah.
bit. Because it's been a lot of time has passed.
Yeah, we got to let him know.
So Blair stepped off the bus with a dude who is her mystery beau.
Yeah, and then kisses him. Chuck looking salty in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was funny. He had them flowers.
Yeah.
That weird
Because
suit
I guess
on.
he really feeling like he fucking with Blair. He fucked up, I guess. But,
Yeah.
whatever. That was crazy what he did to Blair, honestly. How you gonna let someone go to a country without you?
I know.
That is insane.
Yeah, what he did was wrong.
That'd be like, Carl, yo, are you trying to go to France next week?
Yeah.
And you just be like, yeah, all right, cool. And then I'm like, man, I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Then
When you get on the plane and the seat next to you is empty, and the lady, the counter lady is like, paging Dr. Tart.
Yeah.
Paging Dr.
You're
Tart.
a doctor in the scenario.
I'm a doctor. Yeah.
That'd be funny, but I'm getting way off topic. But what if we just went to med school? Did that instead of
I went
comedy?
to DJ school.
Yeah,
and I graduated, and now I'm like, well, I need something else to do. I'm
Have
thinking
you
about becoming a
doctor-
pilot for Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, they only have to go to school for 1 year.
Yeah. It would be
like the other pilots.
It'll probably be cheaper than what I pay for DJ school.
It's like $30 a month.
Yeah.
It's like ACDC college. Or
I
whatever.
think I said ACDC. ACDC college. That's funny if it was like ACDC.
Yeah, and
instead of ICDC, that dude just
it's like
jumping
bam, bam, bam.
fucking black.
Dirty deeds done gone cheap. Like, sir, you're not teaching us anything. Listen here. Dirty deeds done gone cheap. Oh, my favorite part is somebody goes, oh. Okay. So yeah, but what the fuck is going on with Chuck? He's really smitten right here.
I know, yeah.
I'm like, this dude is so whack. I was just like, man, you whack, Chuck, for like doing that, and then now you whatever. But because maybe I'm just attached to Blair. That's my girl.
She sucks this episode. I'm still waiting. The countdown clock is still
I know. We
going
got time. We got plenty
because
of time.
it ain't happening for me right now. Somebody need to let me know. S&B drinking by the pool. Serena explains her and Nate are in a fake relationship to keep the gossip off her back and off his, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I don't really get this thing at all. They're like Chuck. I get why Serena's like, okay, let's pretend we're dating so that people think I'm over Dan or something. But I don't know why. Who cares? I don't know why anybody would care about that.
Yeah, why would they care about Dan?
Yeah, like okay, but I get why Nate wants to do it because he's trying to hook up with this married lady.
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's what. So it's helping him hook up with the married lady.
Yeah,
and it's helping her keep the gossip off her back.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Chuck walks up. Blair starts gushing over the dude, trying to make him jealous.
Mm-hmm.
He's feeling it too. It was so obvious.
Yeah, it was like, and I think they both are like, they both probably hurt. Well, yeah, we'll get to that. That's actually later when they talk to that. Yeah. That's him. But
Big Roof Dog on the tour bus talking to Jenny.
I know, you could tell he was like, I'm on another set. He was probably doing some other movie.
You think so?
Because I was like, what the hell? They had one shot of him. It was always in that same location on the bus. Like, they probably shot that shit in one day. But
we just gonna knock all your scenes out in the tour bus in one day.
Yeah.
Everybody in the back eating cereal and stuff. You notice that?
That
bus from the outside looks so trash, but on the inside of it, it's like got a full kitchen, with a stove. I'm like,
they was getting lit in there. But also, it makes sense that he's on tour. Like, I guess that he's on tour.
Yeah.
But did he just leave his kids alone like that? Dan and
I guess Jenny announced that the mom was there, so maybe Allison is like staying at the house while they. Yeah,
that's probably what's going on.
Yeah,
and then but he's still trying to give advice from the road, but Dan's like, I already know what you're about to say. I'm fucking, I got to deal with my feelings with Serena before I can write this essay about her, whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, Dan, you learning.
He's like, you saying it better than I could have said it if you had let me.
Yeah, I know. That was funny.
Rufus is dope, man. Rufus is dope.
It's like, anyway, I'm about to go hook up with these groupies.
Yeah.
He's like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Dan gets fired from the internship for getting too much action. Hachi machi.
Yeah.
Hachi
Dan is wildin'. But he really, I think what happened is he dated Serena. Think about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So nobody know who this cat is, right? He's kind of like Pete Davidson situation. But he's like, basically, he's like, I was a loser, lonely boy. All of a sudden, I'm dating the hottest girl in town, Serena. And now I done broke up with her.
Yes.
So now all the
and
girls
her
in this
is
block.
Kanye West.
Yeah. And she was also married to Kanye West at the time. So then he's like, so I think girls are just on him. I feel like they probably like, yo, I'm trying to see what Dan's talking about.
Yeah. He's the new it guy now. But do these girls go to school with him? Are they
I don't know where he's meeting them now.
Yeah. That's that is very funny.
All right, so what happened next?
Oh, next up, Dang it. Okay, Lil J calls Eric to apologize. He's like, if you're calling to apologize, you're about 3 months late. Has
Oh
this dude
yeah.
been in anything else? Why does he look so familiar to me?
I don't know, but he had a growth spurt, didn't he? He looked like like he was lifting weights or
It's
something.
like he grew from 4'6" to 4'11".
Yeah, he was like swagged out. I feel
Yeah.
like he heard your comments from the first season. And was
Yeah.
like, man, I'm about to get in the gym. Fuck this nigga Carl. Because he was looking. I mean, he was like, yeah, what's good?
Yeah, he got in the gym because none of them clothes was fitting that first episode.
Yeah.
But then when we get to the white party, his
Yeah,
outfit is looking nice. I'm
yeah.
like, finally, they must have fired the wardrobe.
I think
person.
he been hanging with Chuck and Nate too.
Yeah. He had a little upgrade. Time to let me upgrade you. So
But yeah, I guess he forgave Lil J because he ain't have no he ain't really
He got no friends.
Yeah, so he's like, all right, well, because Lil J did play him bad, but Lil J's she seemed like she's back to her normal
Yeah,
self.
she's back to her normal self. She understands what she did.
Yeah.
Serena getting picked up out of townie. He got a Camaro. She's like, oh my God, he's got a Camaro.
Yeah.
He's got a Camaro, not an ironic Camaro way.
That was funny. I was like, yeah, what did Blair say about lifeguards? They're like the perfect. What did she? I forgot what she said.
forgot
But
what
she
she
was
said.
like, she basically was like, you hook up with a lifeguard and move on. Splash, splash.
Listen, I'm just going to say this right now because I'm sure all the people are thinking it. This episode was mid. This episode was Reggie. So it's hard for me to remember a lot of stuff because it just felt like it was just like a bunch of exposition, a bunch of like. It felt like it was like this is a fluff piece for what's upcoming in this.
Yeah,
season.
it gave us a lot of shit to just be like, okay, we got a lot of things setting up.
Yeah.
And then we'll get into it. But yeah, it was so much going on. It definitely was like drag like halfway through. I was like, why is it still on?
Yeah. It was dragging. I think for the most part, this episode like has a bunch of like Nate is in love with this older lady.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of playing him. I already know that she's gonna break his heart. Like he's falling for her.
Yeah.
Rule number 1: when you're dating older women, don't fall for them. They don't love you, fellas.
Yeah. Rule number 8. Why don't you give us a call if you got questions about dating?
Call us at 1999 Headgum.
This is Honeybee. My name is Honeybee47. If you want to give me a call, we'll tell you, fellas. Rule number 2: never date an older woman who's married, okay? Because that husband will shoot you.
Coming up next, we got It's the Time of the Season. That's my radio voice. That was to audition for AK-47's radio show. I hope she picks me. Yeah, so he's smashing the old lady. Her husband pulls up, of course. He's got the loudest brakes in town.
Yeah. He's like, she was so chill about it too. It's like, my husband here. You better get out of here.
You want the window or under the bed? Your husband. He's like, yeah, she's married.
It's like, didn't you know that was gonna happen at some point?
Yeah.
And he had to hop out the window and then almost runs into Blair and
Serena and Camaro guy.
Camaro
man.
Camaro man's like, what
Military man.
What the hell was that, Serena?
Yeah.
And Serena was like, I think it was a Nate in a trench coat.
Yeah.
That's I didn't understand what's going on. This episode was a little stupid because I was like, I just don't get it because you're like, you don't know if Serena and Nate are fucking, so you're like, I don't get this dynamic because I'm like, she's like, what are you doing? And it's like, nobody cares. It seems like no one in this world cares that they have like a secret relationship.
It's a classic case of Serena getting on her moral high horse when she has nothing to stand on. She's a murderer.
Yeah, like she killed that guy. I don't care what they. I don't care who forgave her.
She added the fentanyl to the cocaine.
Yeah. I just coughed all in that mic. Don't worry, I've been tested. Okay, but yeah, that is funny. Like, no, that's not funny. But man, she killed that man.
Yeah.
I don't know why she thinks she can get away with that.
Yeah.
But that's if I wrote the scene, I'd be like, if I was Camaro man, I wrote the scene, he'd be like, no, or Tiny Nate would be like, why you judging me? You killed that motherfucker. That'd be funny if they just like always held that shit against her.
Yeah.
But
Serena. Serena, what you eating? Life cereal? Because you took that man's life?
Yeah.
That life
Are you
cereal.
watching Saturday Night Live because you took that man's livelihood on a Saturday? Okay. All right. Back to Tiny Nate's fucking infidelity.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's Chuck Bass grilling the new guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's giving him all these questions, asking him all this stuff, because he got a private investigator.
Yeah.
Chuck got all these people. And then Nate, he sees Nate's pen on a dude's sweater.
Right.
Like, Blair put that shit there. That shit is crazy.
Blair is fucked up.
She's a humdinger.
She's a humdinger. And she knew it would hurt Chuck, too. Like, so Chuck walks. He's like, I lost my appetite. Also,
Yeah.
big sissy out there in these streets, back at it, beat the cancer rap, holding it down. Grandma sis.
Oh, grandma back in the streets.
She looking good too. She
Hey,
fine.
Hold on, man. No, we gonna get to that. We got a couple things to talk about before that, but
Okay.
we gonna get there. But she is sitting at the table. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, hold on now, Granny.
Yeah,
There was one scene though. We gonna get there.
yeah. Then but basically Chuck is like, I lost my appetite.
Yeah, he walks
out.
away. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, we saw that part. Dan's shirt's super wrinkled. He talking to his dad, and I was like, why is his shirt so wrinkled?
Yeah.
Like that wasn't.
Maybe because Rufus used to iron his joints.
Was
been
Rufus
gone.
ironing his clothes?
They
They should have said that. If I had wrote this scene,
Yeah,
I would have put
like-
like, "Damn, my shirts are all wrinkled." He's like, "Why don't you go iron them?" I mean, you know, I've never done that.
Yeah, that's your
Dad,
job,
you
Dad.
piece of shit. Dad, I hate you.
You just left us here to
Yeah.
fit for ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't
I
eat.
wonder if Jenny is, because Jenny's up in the Hamptons.
Mhm.
I wonder if Jenny is with her mom
Mm-hmm.
and Dan is on his own.
Nah, but they were together.
But
Remember they were talking about dinner and stuff, and she was like, "What are you doing for dinner?"
Oh,
and then
okay.
she was like, "Popsicles," and then I was like, "That's yeah." You can tell that was a dumbass scene. That's why you don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember that one at all.
Okay, yeah, but
It must have been
no,
when I got up
think
to
they're at
go to
lo-
the kitchen and have my breakfast, athletic greens.
Yeah, but yeah, Jenny was she pulled up with Eric to go to the white party with her dress so she could show out Black Queen. I can't believe she did that. That was crazy. Did you? Oh, we're skipping ahead.
We skipping ahead. We're gonna get to the party scene.
Yeah.
I just gotta go. Dan pulled up to the Hamptons
Mm-hmm.
and they at the party.
Yeah.
And the married lady's like, "You trying to ruin my marriage? What are you doing here?" It's like,
Yeah.
you knew he was gonna be at the party. Why would he skip the party?
Right.
Everybody's at the party. The whole town is here.
Yeah. Like it's all of Hamptons. Like,
Yeah.
It's like the same scene from White Chicks.
I know. Yeah, it's the Hampton.
They must do that a lot out there. I guess
Have a white party.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the white party in the Hamptons, Clay? You got it written all over your face.
I know. Why do
go
you
to
have
the
so much
Hamptons.
shit written on
Why do
you?
you have? So I know you go to the Hamptons. So Dan pulls up to Granny house. She walked to the door, and that wagon is wagoneering. I was like, "Hold on, Granny, where you get on that ass?"
Oh my God.
Turn me down. Turn me down on you.
Granny got
because I
cakes.
got to yell about that ass.
Granny got cake, turn him down.
As soon as I started yelling about
Onions
that,
on the
Onions
mixing
hands
board.
like, go to
the
the
mixing board's going crazy right now because Carl's peeking.
I'm
He's
sorry,
peeking on
I'm
the
peeking.
mic.
My levels are in the red because I got to yell about
gain
that.
is
I was
all
like,
the way
"Hold
up."
on, Grandma."
Yeah, what's good, sissy? Let's talk. Why don't you? All right.
She was like, she basically like was like, "Dan, I know Serena misses you. Like,
Yeah.
She's been shitty all summer. Like,
Yeah.
so
And
I'm gonna help you out. But
I didn't
first,
survive cancer.
come upstairs." She did that.
Yeah.
She's like, this party's a very strict dress code. Come upstairs. I was like, "Oh, sissy's about
It did
to
seem like I was
smash
like, what is about to
Dan."
happen between them? She was real flirty.
Yeah, she's funny as hell.
Should we take a break? You think?
Oh yeah, is it time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Stop. While we take the break, I'm also gonna go use the bathroom because
Yeah.
I've been drinking all this. Well, we'll
All
talk
this-
about it. On
We'll
the break.
talk about it. We can't. I've been drinking all this athletic greens. He left before I said we'll be right back, but we'll be right back. And we're back.
We're back. I hope you enjoyed those
Y'all recorded?
ads.
Oh, great.
I love doing commercial ads.
I love doing commercials. Please, if you have products, send us your money
Yeah.
and your product.
Send us that stuff, man. We'll sell out for anything.
Right now?
Anything.
It's Athletic Greens, baby. Athletic Greens presents XOXO Gossip Kings, the podcast. We're back.
They're gonna be like, "Can you stop doing that?" Okay.
So where we left off at, Serena's grandma took Dan upstairs to clap cheeks.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, that was fun." All right, so I'm gonna go to this party.
Go to her.
Yeah,
While
go
she's
to
laying in bed.
go to her.
Go to her. So back at the party, it's all going down.
Mhm.
You got Blair making Chuck mad, trying to make him jealous. He's standing over there with the black dude on the side of the pool.
I know. What was up with that cat? He was just staring at nothing. He was like, that was Gossip Girl, by the way. But Chuck was like staring at Blair, but then Black Man was like, it looked like
Staring
it looked like his eyeline was just off. Like,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at.
I bet the dude who played Chuck Bass was like, "Don't act like you're talking to me."
Yeah. Yeah.
So that dude's name, the British guy. Do not act
Uh,
like you're talking to me.
Chuck Bridgerton. I don't
Chuck
know his real
Bridgerton.
name. But yeah,
Man.
because that I tell you, I'm seeing more black people in the show.
Yeah.
Watch, you're gonna keep seeing it. It's funny. I'm noticing it. They just
So
keep popping them in.
You got Jenny's boss being awful
Yeah,
to Jenny.
yeah.
And like she sees her walk in like, how in the hell did she get here?
Right.
And then she walks up and she's like, how did you get in here? Because I know you don't know anybody who could get you in here. And then Eric walks up and was like, this is Tinsley. Tisdale, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Of the Tinsdale
Of
family.
the Tinsdale family.
But yeah, that was such a boss move. She made her look so stupid.
Yeah. She was like, she put her hand out to shake it, and Tinsley was like, I don't want to shake your hand.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, man, I wish she wasn't black because that felt racist.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah,
that was like a weird situation because like from a narrative's point of view, I'm supposed to be on Lil J's side, but as a black man, I was like, fuck this scene.
Yeah. Tinsley, shake her hand.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I think it's just optically.
Yeah, like visually, but character wise, it makes sense. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, fuck her, but at this party, I'm like, my queen is.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So Nate's married lady at the party,
Mm-hmm.
like, man,
She's so mad.
she's mad as hell that he's here. It was crazy. And Blair's new dude is there. He calls her out for being self-absorbed, which was great.
Mhm.
Blair sucks at times.
Yeah.
He was like,
When he called you talking about talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah.
So so this is he got something to tell Blair, right? But no, we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And so the whole time I'm thinking it's like a talented Mr. Ripley, which is like basically he broke, but he pretending to be rich or whatever. But oh my God, he dissed Blair hard.
Yeah,
I like
and it was
that,
great.
though.
He was like, you think I'm boring because you too busy caring about yourself.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah.
She was like, oh.
She's like, I can't believe you said that to me. You just like Chuck Bass. Y'all deserve each other, which I agree with.
Yeah.
They are the damn same.
And then what happened? And then in the background, Chuck is on. I don't know if you peeped it, but Chuck was on the phone getting his call from Eric from the Private Eye Man, and he was basically finding out who that man really is.
And at that time, he was like, Blair, I'm not who you think I am. I'm Lord Lordington, of the Lords of Britain.
That was
I'm
so weird
British.
when his accent just came out.
Yeah.
Like, it was like it just changed. Like it just morphed mid sentence. He was like, Blair, I don't know who y'all think I am. I am from Jamaica. I don't know.
The name's Marcus Beaton.
Yeah.
And I am the British Lord.
I am rich. I am rich.
Yeah.
That was a real coming to America moment. He's like, he got his own money.
Oh, Serena kisses Nate to make the jealous lady mad.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And then, Dan is right behind him.
Yeah.
Watching
Wow.
the whole thing.
And so Dan's right there. Commercial break. And then he goes in, come back. What's going on with you and Nate?
Yeah.
I can't tell you. This shit again. Like, that was getting on my nerves too.
It was, yeah.
I was like, oh, Serena, just
it's
tell
so funny
him.
because he's not really mad. He's just like, just tell me.
Just
Stop
tell me.
always
I
lying to
don't
me.
really
Like,
care. You're allowed to kiss whoever you want to right now. We
Yeah.
broken up. But like, just tell me what's going on. I can't tell you.
I can't tell because if that,
Why you can't tell? I doubt that Dan, if she had been like, listen, man, Nate is seeing a married woman.
yeah,
Nate is seeing a married lady over there. I guess so I'm kissing
Yeah,
him
yeah.
jealous. And Dan might have got into his moral bag. Really? Wow.
yeah.
The sanctity of marriage is so important.
Yeah. How could you root? Blah, 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 blah. But then he ended up getting his comeuppance because Book Bay and other homegirl pull up at the party and they both got two.
And they're both drinking the most neon drinks at the white party.
Yeah. Them shits was glowing in the dark.
Yeah, and they both poured them on him.
Yeah, at a white party. That had to happen. I feel like that rule is like the gun rule in movies where if you show a gun, you got to shoot it.
Yeah.
But it's like if you have a white party, you got to throw a drink on it.
Yeah. That somebody's white has to get messed up.
Yeah.
Or get their face stuffed into a cake.
So Dan looked stupid at that moment. Huh?
I hate when people ruin cakes
In movies?
on television.
Oh,
Anytime.
Yeah. Did that happen in this movie? In
No.
this show?
But I was just watching a clip of Shaquille O'Neal.
Mm-hmm.
He got a birthday cake, and it was really funny.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him a birthday cake a couple weeks ago, and it had Dwight Howard on it. And he pushed it off the side of the table.
Really? That's really funny.
Sorry, I didn't see it. That's what he said. It was really funny.
I love Shaq.
Shaq is great. But
wish Shaq was
when
in this
people
show.
ruin cakes and people like drop cakes or put cake, put a face, so I'm like, man, I would hate that cake.
Man, is anyone going to eat that?
Is anybody gonna eat that? The
I
part
know,
that
it is
didn't
really
taste.
uncomfortable. Even those drinks, I was like, man, those drinks look delicious.
Yeah, what is it?
Actually, Blair's drink looked real delicious, actually. We could do a whole thing about the drinks in the show. But
XOXO
there
Gospel
was-
Kings after show where we talk about the food and drink.
Yeah. But Blair had this daiquiri. You remember this daiquiri when she was first just back with Serena, and they were saying it was a daiquiri with a big ass pineapple in it.
Yeah,
that shit looked so delicious.
Yeah, that shit did look good.
I was like, oh.
So Nate's married lady did get jealous. How dare you
Yeah.
come to the white party and try to make me jealous in front of my husband? What, did it work? Yes. And they go in the room and smash. The shit is great. I'm loving this. But I know it's doomed. I know it's doomed.
Yeah, you know it's gonna. The husband's walking around like he don't know what's going on. But
yeah, he gonna understand.
This is only
Loud
bad
breaks. That's her husband's name. Loud breaks. Clank, clank.
Yeah, in the background here, I just got to get my brakes fixed.
So Serena and Dan are kind of back, which I do not like.
Yeah, I forgot that happened. I was a little disappointed too.
I don't want them to be back together. Hopefully, next episode when Nate gets his ass kicked by Loud breaks, Serena and Dan will also break up again. I'm sick of them.
Yeah, like because this don't feel stable to me.
Yeah,
this feels like they both really. This more feel like a backslide to me.
Yeah. So Blair apologizing to the dude because she realized she don't want to be linked to Chuck. He does the Marcus Beaton. He's a lord, and now she's like, oh, a lord. I'm into it.
Yeah,
Blair sucks too. Everybody sucks.
And then, but Chuck, he's like, he gives his laugh. He fucked up. He couldn't say it. They go, we're the same, me and you. Just admit it. And then Blair's like, she's about to give in. She's like, I want this motherfucker.
Yeah, she was like, tell me, it's 8 letters. Say it right now, and I'm yours.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm Chuck Bass.
Yeah. And then, she's like, can't do it. I'm out. And then,
I mean, at that moment, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, like Chuck, you either can do it or you can't.
You can't.
But Chuck got problems.
Get your shit together.
He's emotionally unavailable.
He got desires. Laura walks up to Jenny and says Tinsley offered her an internship, and she turned it down to come back to Eleanor.
She did?
Yeah, you remember? She was like, I told her, she was like, I just didn't think it would be good to leave right now.
Wow, I missed that whole scene.
Good job. Jenny, she finally called her by her real name, which I wasn't noticing that she wasn't calling her Jenny before. But I guess she didn't call her anything.
Yeah, she just ignored her. But yeah, now she got high status up in there.
Yeah.
Really showed her. But I think, Lil Jay's killing it right now.
She's doing
I like
good.
her in this episode.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's back. And I'm glad Eric is swelled up now doing his push-ups.
Yeah.
He must be drinking his athletic greens.
He's drinking his athletic greens. Eric is drinking his athletic greens. And y'all should be too.
It's so weird.
Go to athleticgreens.com/gossip. Oh my gossip. That's athleticgreens.com/oh my gossip.
This is not a commercial.
This is not a commercial. It's just me saying this out of the
podcast.
kindness and goodness of my heart.
Yeah, we're just so grateful. That's all. Okay, man, what an episode. What do you think?
Oh, man.
This? I mean, look, hey.
I told you this episode was mid. It was Reggie. It wasn't, I didn't like it too much, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like we were trying to drum up stuff to talk about this whole
I know, you can tell by the way the podcast, we're like, yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. This might be a shorter episode. What time are we at? What's the timestamp on this?
40 minutes.
See, we got through this so quick.
Yeah.
We've had so much to say about the other episodes, but don't leave us now. Because I'm sure it's gonna get good. I can see little things. One thing I can see, married lady, so she drops off the note. She's like, Mercer Hotel, tomorrow, noon.
Yeah.
Everybody loves some afternoon delight.
Yeah.
At the Mercer Hotel, no less.
I love the Mercer. That's where all the affairs go down.
Yeah.
And also, like, there's a lot of things that are set up that I'm feeling. I'm glad we know Chuck is fully into Blair, right? So that's like a full, like, he wants her.
Yeah.
So then number 3, I'm into married. Yeah, that's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah.
Then I don't know about Dan and Serena. I think that's gonna be
I want that to end. I want it to be over. Did you watch the episode, Anya?
I've seen it.
Man, Anya don't be watching none of that. She watched that show 5 years ago talking about it. Okay, then
Edit this right out.
I know she has control of everything.
I know.
She gonna edit us. She gonna put a big ass mustache on our faces.
Yeah.
It's like,
Anya
I'll show you.
Great. There's gonna be clips of me cut together.
Anya is the best sound editor
great.
in the nation.
Yeah.
So I give this one. I give it 3 XOs. It's average. But it was a good season 2 premiere because I definitely was like hyped to see the next episode.
Yeah.
So that's good because I would say this premiere was better than the premiere of season 1 for sure.
The pilot?
Yeah, the
That's
pilot. Yeah.
This felt kind of pilot-y.
Yeah, it's like a repilot.
It felt like an episode 2 of a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we gonna see. So you give it 3?
Yeah,
So that's
XOXO.
XOXO.
XOXO. Boom.
I give this episode 2.89.
Oh my God.
2.8.
You know, this is really not a humdinger.
Not a humdinger episode.
I didn't hear that word once today.
Not a humdinger episode, except for Blair.
Because
Blair was a humdinger in this episode, but that is 2.89 XOXO. So that's XOXO.
At you.
Yes.
All right. Let's get to the segment we've all been waiting for.
The news, baby.
The news, baby. It's so much going on in the news right now because I know you're watching, and I'm watching the news too. All right, check it out. Check this out. You're going to like this, Carl, because I know you like golf. Mm-hmm. Top Golf is opening up in L.A. Did you know that? We're going to have our own Top Golf. They got one in Atlanta. They got one in Houston. They got one all over the South, really. But they're like a big-ass kind of like a golf kind of Dave & Buster's.
It's fun. It's golf Dave & Buster's. It's very expensive.
Yeah. So my question is, who would open a top? Not playing. Who would? Who do you want to play golf with on the show? Like who you think is a good golfer, or who would you want?
Well, they were playing croquet in this.
Yeah.
And Eric was doing all right.
Yeah, Eric seemed like he'd be a fun golf buddy.
I would go play with Eric just so I would look taller to everybody.
And then I think Sissy would be Grandma Sissy would be fun to golf with.
Yeah, I would take Grandma Sissy on a date to Top Golf.
Yeah, and then y'all like have some margaritas.
Drink some margaritas, have some boneless barbecue wings.
She's like, Carl, I've never had this many sauce on me like this before.
Yeah. Oh, let me just and lick her fingers.
Oh my God, this is disgusting. Edit this
Clay is getting horny.
Yeah, Clay's out of control. Man, how do you have horny written on your body?
Yeah, he's got horny written all over.
So this is another one. 23-year-old man murdered their father in Moore Park last week. Mm-hmm. Who would murder? I mean, this is we already kind of know who would do this, but who would murder their father?
Serena.
Because she's a murderer.
She's a murderer. She's a stone cold killer. I do believe that Nate would do it on accident. Like, I feel like Nate would pull out a gun to scare his dad.
Yeah.
But then his dad would like, give me that gun, like try to wrestle it out of his hand. And Nate would accidentally
and he like right in the belly too. It's like,
yeah.
What
you say?
What you say?
Yeah.
Oh man, shout out to the OC. I actually think it's a really conversation with me and you, but before we go to the new Gossip Girl, we should go to the OC.
Yeah.
I think we should do that. Okay, James Harden was spotted partying with Lil Baby and Travis Scott after losing a game. So my question is, who on the show do you think James Harden would party with after losing a game?
Chuck Bass. James and Chuck is going out because James likes strip clubs.
He does? Okay.
James loves
I don't know much
strip
about
clubs.
James, but he likes to party?
He loves to party. He loves to go out. He loves to go to the strip clubs. He's known for the strip clubs. A lot of Houston strippers say he put them through school.
I think James Harden would also hang out with Roof Dogg, too, on tour. Maybe? Or not really?
Yeah, he would, that Roof Dogg would be in his entourage, just like Lil Baby.
Yeah, like Lil Baby.
Travis
Travis Scott,
Scott
Roof Dogg, and James Harden. All right, that does it for me on the news. But yeah, if you want more news, you want other headlines, just hit me up on Gossip Kings Radio and give me a call.
Call 1-800-1999-HEADGUM.
Yeah.
Go to athleticgreens.com/ohmygossip to take advantage of your health today.
Man, I'll tell you what, Carl, I'm so excited for season 2. You know why? We're gonna have more guests, more fun. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna do other kinds of shit too. I don't even know what yet. But I'll tell you what, this season is the beginning of a roller coaster for your ass because you are not ready for what you're about to watch.
I'm like nervous about it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this episode was like, so if I don't know if you, I've come from a place where we have hurricanes.
Yeah.
And in the eye of the storm is when it's most quiet outside.
Facts.
There's nothing going on. No birds in the sky. No wind, no trees moving. The sky is beautiful. It's blue, not a cloud. But you know you in the eye of the storm. And you know the hardest part about being in the eye of the storm is hitting the eye wall. And I know this episode is going to give me some eye wall. Shout out to Dorota.
Shout out to Dorota. Hey, Anya, see if you can get Dorota on the show.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Hit us up on XOX Gossip Kings _podcast. That's the Instagram. Give us some more user spotters because I love those. That Paul Giamatti was litty.
Yeah, I was litty. Thank you so much to me, Ernesto. And we're glad you got to see Paul Giamatti. And yeah, like Lamar said, do what he said. Okay, you got it. Stay tuned for season 2. We in it, baby. We in the trenches.
Ain't
right
no
now.
turning back now.
Ain't no turning back. You stuck with us. You stuck with us. We here. Idris Elba and Terrence Howard Stay back one more episode.
Yeah.
I'm still in.
They're in the office waiting. They're like,
Yeah.
well, do you want us to do the show or not? He's like, not yet. We're still watching.
We're still watching. That'll do it for us this week. For Anya and Casey Clay, we are
Out of here.
That was a Headgum podcast.